Hello everybody, welcome back to Downtime. My name is Wyatt, here without Chance today unfortunately, but today I have something really special planned for everybody. Something I want to explain a little bit about Downtime, the channel. We created this channel as just sort of a way for us to show everybody the fun things that we do on our downtime. That's why we got the name from it. And now that I got your attention with this cute picture of my dog on a stool, oh, she's just so awesome. I'm going to show you a cool little project that I like to do on my spare time on how to make these cool planetary paintings. And all you need is a canvas or a piece of poster board, whatever you want, some spray paint, and a trash can lid. And all I do is I take this lid and I put it down on this piece of canvas that I have out. And I spray around it with black paint. And this is just Krylon, Rust-Oleum, whatever kind of paint you want to find. Spray around it with black so I know where my planet is going to be. And that's just the base. That's all it is. Everything else on this painting is going to be black. And as soon as that I fill in whatever colors I want on this thing, I'm going to lay down the color a little bit harder than normally I would. I take that just template I've made of myself, very lightly spraying onto it, and then I lay in really, really heavy with the paint. The reason for that being is what I do with the newspaper that comes in afterwards. It's a little something I forgot to mention in the beginning. You're going to need some newspaper or magazine or article, whatever this is, and that is the most important part of the step. And what I do is I lay out the newspaper really all the way across it, and that's how you blend all the colors in. You see here when I blend it and lay it down and really lay it in and start to pull it off, what's happening is I'm removing the excess layers of paint that's on there, but also moving and spreading everything together, and that makes all the color blend in super, super well, and it just gives it that effect of there's a texture there. This planet has a surface. It just gives it that 3D step. When that's done, I go on and just kind of fill in the spots. When you do that, you leave some white marks where you kind of scratch all of the paint away in some spots that you don't want it to. So I just go back in and fill it in, lay another article of paper on top of it, and then just pull it right back off. Flatten it out, pull it off, and there you go. That's your planet done. Put the trash can lid right back on there, and then you can go back around and just paint black all over the canvas. So now that we have black all over our canvas, something very important to say here is that space is not just this black void, just for the effect. There's nebula in things that you see in like these renderings and just these ideas of what space is like. So I add a little bit of purple and a little bit of this really hot bright pink, and then just lay in with the purple again. That gives you this nebula feel. An important thing to remember when you're doing this is that as you lay in this more paint, everything else starts to soak up into it. Like if I spray a ton of black into it and then try to put some purple on top of it, it's going to soak that purple up. So you got to be a little bit careful of how much you put on where and when. And then for one of the last big steps is the stars, and this is really easy to do. Make sure you have gloves on when you do this. All you do is take some white, put your hand out, spray white into it, and then flick the paint onto the canvas, and that makes all this little dots and sparkles and bits. Those are all your stars. Those are all your close-up stars. That's everything that you're going to see past and beyond or in with the nebula. And then you can cover it back up with some other colors. Like I did a little bit of overspray on the white, just cover it back up with some purple, and you're good to go. And then maybe if you have two brightest stars or two big spots, you just go back over with some purple or whatever color you use for your background, and that kind of cleans it up and makes it look like it's actually behind the nebula rather than right in front of it. And then finally, for this kind of last finishing step, I take this white paint and I spray it all just very, very lightly way up above it, and that lets the paint particles drift down onto the canvas, and that allows for this effect of like there are more super tiny stars way out there in the distance. That gives it this 3D effect of you got this planet, you have these stars, you have the nebula, everything works together to give this crazy detail. This is so easy, so simple to do. You can just take this and make whatever you want. This is a process people use for so many other types of paintings. All you need is a cutout or a stencil. Lay the stencil down, spray around it so you know where you're at, fill in the stencil with whatever colors you want, cover it right back up, do your background, lift it off when you're done, and you'll have just an amazing painting. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is, again, something that we do here on Downtime. Is just we like to have fun. We like to do things that we do on our off time, on our downtime, and we like to share it with you guys. So if you want, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. We really appreciate it. It helps us out a bunch. We're just a small channel of doofy dudes hanging out, having fun. And if you want to see more of that, come on over.